Shibuya crossing! From Japan and Tokyo, I'm so excited to be exploring this mega city. In fact, when I researched what to do in Tokyo, well, let's just say it was a little bit overwhelming because there's a lot to do here. So today I'm going to be focusing on the top spots to see that a first-timer needs to see when coming to Tokyo. Let's go! This isn't my first time in Japan. I was here a few years ago and that trip stayed with me. The kind of experience that leaves impressions you don't easily forget. I knew then that one day I would return, and now that I'm finally back, it feels different. This time I get to slow down and really take in what makes this place special. Already arrived at the first stop of the day, and it is a top destination in Tokyo to see. It is the Senso-ji Temple, which is said to be one of the most significant Buddhist temples, and it is the oldest temple in Tokyo with 1,300 years old. It's quite a big complex to explore, and there are many tourists around, and I think that's a good idea to start your day right here because it gives you this calming vibe in the morning before we move on later in the day to the hustle and bustle, the lights and all of that. But for now, let's get exploring the temple. I've come actually from a side entrance here today, but I think it's important to enter through the main one, so I walked around to get here because this lantern there, this big red one, is said to be 700 kilograms heavy. I don't want that it falls on me. Let's just walk past it really quickly, but it's definitely a popular picture spot. There's a little bit of a queue here as well. So beautiful! Whoa, it doesn't look that heavy to me. Maybe this is the one that weighs 700 kilograms. I'm not sure, to be honest, if it's this one or this one. One of them. Either way, it's heavy. You can perform some of the religious ceremonies with the shaking and getting a blessing, but one of the really cool things that I saw is that you can buy blessing, I guess, packets. I don't know how they are called, but one of them says pass exams, and then there's one for healthy birth, good health, business success, and literally you can pick one, whatever it is that you need. You pick one, you buy it, it has different prices. I think the prices depend a little bit on like the shape and the thing that it is. It's just so funny that you can pray for your passing the exam. But this one right here says, drop in 100 yen while praying for your wish. Shake the box politely a few times. Politely. Oh, that's very loud. Make sure your number and put the stick back. Take out the... Oh, it's so loud. Basically, you shake this thing, you get a number, and you know which wish you will get or which fortune you will get. So... Opala! Woo! Okay, I got a stick. That wasn't as easy as I thought it would be. I'm not sure what that is. There's no number on it. I can't identify the letters like that. Like I would need to go and match it one by one. Please let me know in the comments, what does it mean? Is that a wish already, or is that just the number of the box? I have no idea, but I'm gonna put that back and let's move on. But if I would have gotten one of the papers, you then attach them on here in like a ribbon shape. I love that. That's really interesting to see that. I haven't seen that before. Definitely a lot of tourists around, but equally local people come here for their prayer. This is an active site, so you will see people performing their prayer ceremony, and I, as like an outstanding person, I love to always witness that from the side because it gives you a little glimpse of the culture and of the religion of people in the country. And here in Japan, it seems to be like very process-based, I would call it almost. Like there is a clear structure to it on how to do things, and I think it fits with the way of Japanese living that I've already found out here. entered now the temple. There's a lot of praying happening here as well, so I'm kind of standing a little bit on the side to not disturb the people and that. But one thing that I've noticed in here is the ceiling of the temple itself. It has really, really beautiful, I'm not sure what it is. Is it a painting, a mural, a composition of different paintings? I'm really, really not sure and what the meaning behind them is. But if you look up, you definitely see beauty even up there and all around you and everywhere. Okay, I got it wrong the first time when I thought that you put your fortune on the rack, because it actually says on here only if you drew a bad fortune you would put it up there. But then how do you decide if it's a bad one or a good one, or do you get like a fortune which is clearly bad? I'm really, really not sure how it works, so please someone let me know in the comments. The temple is so stunning from all the sides, and because you have quite a big complex, you can definitely walk around and find like a really good picture spot just for yourself or just to enjoy this quietness in here. And I honestly think the architecture that you see right here when your day starts, to start with that historical architecture, is absolutely perfect, because the architecture throughout the day is going to change, but that is like my base for now. Next spot of the day is actually right in front of the temple, or more so leading up to it, and it is a shopping street. It is said to be one of the oldest shopping streets in Tokyo. It dates back to the 17th century, and it is filled with these traditional stalls. They look absolutely amazing. In fact, I'm really, really curious to see what they sell, or maybe I can buy a thing or two. From what I can see, the types of things you can buy here are very traditional types of things. It's kimonos, it's the traditional types of shoes, it's lanterns, it's very, very cute stuff that I think would be ideal for your present from Tokyo for someone or for yourself, because this is literally a street filled with like these unique type of Tokyo things that are very much traditional as well. I find absolutely amazing. We are right now in a packed area with locals, with tourists. This is one of the top hotspots in Tokyo, and yet it is 100% clean. There is not one leaf on the floor. There is not one thing out of order. Everything seems so neat and organized. It's simply incredible how it is here in Tokyo, because I've never ever seen something like that before, that really keeps cleanliness so nicely in such busy places. It amazes me every single time I pass every single road. I think the exact same thing, and that is, wow, how nice it is. One thing that this area is for sure there is packed, and I think that's a good sign, because it means that it is a hotspot to come to. You definitely feel like you will see all the countries around the world in the street, from locals to any international tourist, which I think is also very, very special. When do you have that type of international tourist experience somewhere? It just speaks a lot about this area and what hotspot it is to visit. You need to come here to experience it for yourself, and in fact you can come here during the day or during the evening. It looks really, really beautiful as well with the lights on, and you can expand the day, like you can spend the whole day here if you wanted to, because the streets and the area around is equally filled with shopping. I think it's time to leave this area, but not just yet, because let's get a mid-morning snack. And luckily there is one that I had planned for today. It is called one second, how is it called? Kagetsudo, and it's supposed to be like this sweet bun that sells thousands a day. So I definitely want to go to the original store, and it's right back at the beginning of the street again next to the temple. So heading there now. Okay, I'm clearly not the only one with the idea to get a snack. The queue is really, really long. I hope it will move faster, but no idea, to be honest. Now I definitely want to try it out. You know, when there's a queue, it's either really good or it's just a hype, so we'll find out. Queue is moving quickly, but while I'm standing here, let me quickly tell you about the thing that I'm about to try. It is supposed to be a sweet bread, and it is called a Melonpan. No idea, never heard that word before, what it is, but it's supposed to be sweet, crispy, soft, all of the good things, and they sell over 2,000 pieces a day. Clearly, there's a queue, and the recipe hasn't changed for over 70 years, so I think it's gonna be a really nice thing to try something so traditional in this temple traditional setting. I think it's really suitable, and it's a snack. Oh my god, the smell is so nice now. And they have like example buns, I think, so you know what to expect. It's literally the size of my face, this thing. So I'm not sure how much it costs even, but it smells amazing. I see it already. Oh, okay, they have different flavors. Recommended bread. Can't see it. Whipped cream, vanilla, matcha, and chocolate. What should I take? Matcha. I think matcha is suitable for Japan, right? Let's go for matcha. You want matcha? Hello, one matcha, please.
700 yen. Thank you.
Cash only here. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Thank you. Oh, it smells so good. Yeah, there's another queue now for waiting time, and I got a little matcha. How do you call that? Paper slip. The matcha flavor was 700 yen, and I can see how he like puts in the cream manually, but also with like a dispenser machine for whipped cream. That's pretty cool. Never seen that before as well. Oh, that comes with chocolate sauce. Maybe I did a mistake there. Vanilla and chocolate sauce also sounds nice. Hello. More about it, and this doesn't actually have any melon flavor. It just looks like the shape of a melon. And you know what this reminds me of? The buns that I've tried in Hong Kong. It looks quite similar in consistency. It's like firmish outside, sugar coated, soft inside. I can feel it. It's hot, filled with matcha. Let's just go for it. It's ice cream. Oh, it's really, really cold. Wow. The bun is really warm, the ice cream is cold inside, and the flavor of the sweetness of the bun plus the matcha, which is more like savory, I guess. Not savory, but more like bitterish. This is amazing. Yum. And it's really, really big. Day shape. Okay, see you soon. Okay, now that was delicious. Definitely feeling really, really full right now. And I'm passing through like a closed market. So as I was telling you earlier, there's a lot of shopping opportunities around as well. And this is one of them. So if it rains, perfect. You come here, you equally have the shopping, the eating, all of that fun stuff in here. Okay, I was just exiting towards there, and I said there are very unique things to buy here, and I just found one that, you know, it's a sword. It's a sword shop. That's crazy. Wow. That is very, very special. I've never seen that before in a shop. How do you fly with that thing? Like, how do you explain that at customs? Sorry, I have a sword in my luggage. Can you do that? Wow. Okay, let's go now. Let's go now. This was like the point that I want to remember. You can buy swords in Tokyo in a shop. Luckily, my next stop is just a quick train ride away. Really, really quick. So let's jump onto the metro. Luggage compartments in the train station, and with that I'm already walking towards my train, and guess what? It is super duper clean, very clear where to go. There's signage in Japanese and in English. So that's, whoa. Toys in a metro station, the ones that you get, oh my lord. Vending machine, converter, chargers, sitting place, everything within the distance of 10 meters. Entering the trains is really easy here. In fact, I thought I would need to buy a ticket, and when I arrived to Japan, I asked immediately at the airport, what type of ticket do I need here? And then they told me, you can just set it up in your wallet. So that's exactly what I did. I have the Momo Pasmo card, which is the transportation card, and then you just load it up with money, and all the time you can keep adding up directly from your phone, directly from your Apple Pay, or if you use an Android, there's the equivalent for that as well. That is so convenient. I've also set it up as my express travel card, so I don't even need to do the double click, Face ID, all of that. You just put it on the scanner machine and it knows exactly that's the card. It charges you the amount that you need to pay, and you don't have to worry about buying tickets, different types of tickets, all of that. Just tap and go. Woo, I think our train is here. Yes, it is. Whoop, whoop, whoop. Whoa. Nice and organized. There's a queue. And we are in. Oh, there's even a seat. It's a very soft one. And comfy. I just noticed that the left one goes way faster up than my one, so I think they have an express escalator and a little bit slower one. Didn't know that. Pretty cool, because then you get faster, even faster, higher, even faster. And one other thing that I've noticed is everyone stands on the same side, so you stand on the left and you keep the right empty for people to walk through. Thank you to all the Japanese people for making it so convenient to have one side to stand on and the other to walk on. Hey! Exiting time. And in fact, you know, there is not even a gate here, so it's very much based on trust, I think, that you do tap out. Did it work? I think it did, yes. So the ride has cost 210 yen. One more big plus point, and that is toilets right at the station. So convenient. Also, the stations here are gigantic, so it's better if you know the exit you need to take, and if you use Google Maps for navigation, it shows you the exit that you need. Okay, I just was walking towards the stairs and I saw that they write on the stairs how many kilocalories you're gonna lose by walking up the stairs instead of taking the escalator. But, you know, I'm gonna be walking at least 20,000 steps today, so anytime I can save on steps, very much appreciated. But I love the touch on that to motivate people to take stairs. Really cool. Akihabara, my next area that I'm going to be exploring, and again, top place to visit in Tokyo. This area is known for three things. Number one, electronics heaven. Number two, anime and manga heaven. Well, technically that's already three, but let's count that as one. And third point is Mecca of gaming, as it is known. And all those three things I want to be ticking off now and see them for myself. And also it is kind of the place of Tokyo that I know from pictures, from videos, with the big buildings all around me. There's a very long queue. Not sure for what.
It's rotation.
It's rotation. This was only the end. Animami. I think it's some gaming thing. I mean, I think so, right? I really don't know, but it's all adult men queuing here. So I think so. Or maybe it's some, you know.
It continues all the floors.
Oh my God, it does. What is it? Now I need to know what it is. What is it? Animami. No way they queue up all this thing. That's like a few hours of queuing. Found more of my gaming culture style, and it is these claw machines. Oh, it's a lot of claw machines. Wow. Oh, wow, wow, wow. Everything looks so cute that you can get in here. I never ever win in these games though, never ever. And I feel like I'm only wasting my money every time I try. But I'm so intrigued to try. And you can get also small ones here. Oh, I think it's like key ring based. So I saw the claw machines on the bottom, and then I saw they have 6 floors here, actually 7. So here I am on the 7th floor, and of course I'm gonna go down all of them. This right here is like video games from Sega, but this building has been acquired by Gigo, so it's known as Gigo now. It's a lot here, definitely. So amazed, vending machine just right here in case you are thirsty while you're playing. And the thing that is really surprising to me is that it's mainly adult men that play here rather than kids. I mean, I've seen kids entering, but it is very much entertainment for all age groups here. Okay, I have to try this. Oh, look at this chair. It's like a sofa here. Whoop. And that's how I'm getting addicted to gaming. Oh my god, the touch feels really nice. They have really cool games in here as well. What does it say here though? Please give your kindness. There should be someone want to play this game. Am I playing?
Yeah,
should I play? 100 yen. Should I spend 100 yen? Okay, I guess I will have to try to play myself and see what it's all about. 100 yen. What should I first select and then I pay? I don't even know what I can play. This looks like a cooking show, so I'm gonna go for this one. Has like a woman with green eyes and some baked stuff. Okay, start. I haven't paid yet. Oh no, I think I broke it. Should I put the credit first? Okay, I figured it out, I think. I just put the coin now. And let's do it!
One of the
gray. Yay! My first arcade game in Tokyo! Oh, it's not touch. Oh, so difficult! Okay, we are going there. Ah, I'm choosing a personality. Okay, let's go with this red hair lady. Yes, okay, let's take the pink. I don't mind. Pink and blue, let's go for it. Oh, it's fun! Whoop! Oh, yay! What? Oh, that's fast. Oh, it's like Tetris! Oh, I love that! Oh no, oh no! Ah! Wait, wait, wait! It's very confusing! Oh no, I think I'm losing! I don't want to lose! Whoop! Yay! Ooh! Ah! No, 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 no! Chocolate, chocolate! I think I got it now. I got the swing of things. Okay, I really understand why people come here to play, because it's simply so fun. I want to spend all the money. No, I'm kidding. I have to control myself. But it's definitely nicer than the claw machines for me, because I never ever win with them. And with this one, I can definitely see myself sitting here and playing for a good time. Let's go down one floor, see what there is there. impressive. I don't know how you train up to get to this level of reflexes to hit all the right spots at the right time. But the guy right there, he deserves a medal, honestly. You can get a chip from a claw machine, a little bean or a little fish roll grilled up. How cool, how creative. And of course, all these dolls, they have a lot of doll anime figures. I have no idea about manga or anime, but I can imagine that if you like it, then coming here and getting one from the claw machines is like double special. Center where I just was is definitely not the only one here. There are so many around, which is why you can always come to one and definitely have space to play. And it's definitely the place to come to if you're into these games, because it's called Gaming Mecca, right? So it's like the heaven of heaven to come here and play. So on the gaming stuff, we can make a tick, and now let's go explore the next one on my list, which is tech stores. And luckily there are equally many of them around, multiple floors tall. And I just saw one that looked like I need to enter it, so here I am. So this mall has like 6-7 floors. And I've seen on the street there are so many of them around. I really don't know what is the difference between them. Like maybe there is one that has better sales or something like that. But I guess I'll just try, I'll just see. But let me know in the comments below. Is there like one that is more like, this is for that, and this is for that, and that's more for sales, and that's more for trendy stuff, and that's more for new stuff? Like, I don't know. Whoa, it's so big here. Oh my God. It's like entering an Amazon warehouse, except you have every single item on display here that you could possibly ever buy, from any type of electronics, any type of home appliances, whatever it is that you need, you will find it right here. I can't, this is a lot. And hey, if you haven't had any luck in the claw machines to get your sashimi piece, well, you can buy one here as well. How cool! That looks so realistic. It literally looks like a fresh piece of salmon on some rice. But you know what I've noticed is that you can find definitely very unique pieces here. Really old tech, really new tech, and whatever it is that you need. But it's not necessarily the cheapest option. I even compared to Amazon Japan, and the prices here are sometimes double around that. So I think it's not exactly like a bargain place, but it is a place to browse around and find some cool pieces, I think. But if you really dig around, you're gonna find those pieces where you're like, this looks pretty cool, and this is definitely a unique piece. I would definitely pay more for that online. Then you hit the jackpot right there. But I think for like common items that you can probably get somewhere else online would be cheaper than here in the store. Like, look, for example, I found gloves, little finger gloves for gaming on your phone, so your hands don't hurt. How cute! Never ever would I even think to Google such a thing to find it, and you find it here. I'm literally amazed by absolutely everything in here. It's a tech heaven. You could spend the whole day here browsing through all the floors in one shop, and I'm not even talking that this whole road has so many shops that you can browse through. One really good thing for foreigners is the tax-free in Japan, which I find so convenient yet again. The only thing you need for it is your passport. So if you buy something, you get 10% tax-free. It's a lot. Once you buy something, you get a receipt, and that receipt is then put into your passport, like fully like stamped inside. So when you exit the border, they definitely want to see. So the receipt is then stamped right into your passport, and when you check out, they can check that you actually leave with the products the country. think you can buy your own little gaming set for home here as well. It has all the buttons that I've just seen in the arcades. And look at all those remote controls. Oh wow, never ever seen so many in person. It's literally like a playground of tech. And I'm out again. From one store into the other store, and next on my list is anime and manga. That store was all about anime and manga. Now, unfortunately, I don't understand much about this topic, but I can appreciate a really good bookstore, and I think that was a really nice bookstore because it had so many floors to browse through. And I've already left that and moved on a little bit further down the road. So now I saw a different type of store which sells like quirky stuff and like really, really unique stuff as well, I think. Like little buff, mats, key rings, of course, and there's like an adults only section in here, but it's not like on the top floor somewhere hidden away. It's literally right here on ground level. I don't know if I show it in the video, if I need to censor it or not, but it's definitely in here. Now, the nice thing about this area is that there's not only a bookstore of anime, but it's everywhere around you. It's the decorations and buildings. You can find little icons, little keychains, little figures, all of that. It's right here, and it's a lot. It's really paradise. Now I entered some kind of mega store. It's again multiple floors of so much variety in shopping, from smaller items to toys to makeup to everything. Absolutely everything you could want in your life, you will find it right here in Akihabara. So that is a take on anime and manga for me. I have really enjoyed seeing that, because it's not often that you can come across such a variety of that anywhere in the world, really. Like, this is the hotspot for it. But one other really cool thing that I've also noticed here is that there are a lot of maid cafes, and there are a lot of women standing on the street. They have like a beautiful custom, so you could enter one of these cafes, and I'm really not sure what happens inside, but I can't do it. Not for me, not this time. Let me know in the comments below if you've done that already, or what is it that you can expect, because the women are dressed in like this maid outfit. So how is the service inside? Like, what am I supposed to expect from that? Oh my god, this is so cool to see all these figures, and all of them are like unpacked, so you definitely can see a bit of a sample. That one, I swear I watched that as a kid. That feels like a little bit of a nostalgia moment to see that as a figure in here. You can go all in on buying whatever it is. I definitely watched this cartoon as a kid. And I'm saying cartoon, but I'm realizing now it's anime, right? Wow. You can honestly, like, if you have a specific thing you want to buy, you will find it here. Sailor Moon! Ah, I watched her! Wow. And I think even if you're not an anime fan, like me, for example, or at least you didn't know that. I mean, I watched it as a kid, Sailor Moon, right? So kind of, I was one. But it's still fun to walk around here and see all of that, because where else will you find that? It is finally lunchtime and I have come to a restaurant that has been on my list for today of things I wanted to try out. It's a very traditional restaurant in terms of the food being served and the setting itself. This restaurant was opened in 1884 and serves soba noodles that are handmade freshly every single day. That is buckwheat flour used in the noodles, super duper healthy, and a very local dish to have for lunch. So that's why I'm really so excited to have my soba noodles, my first soba noodles in Japan. And it is not even lunchtime rush right now, but this restaurant is packed with people. In fact, in their menu, I've seen that a few really famous Hollywood stars have eaten here as well. So that is to say how good it is. And the majority of people is locals, which equally speaks about that being a very authentic and good lunch place. First dish has already arrived and it is chicken, I think, and soy sauce. Oh wow! Arigato! Arigato! Wow!
Two small plates.
Arigato! Share. Small plate. Okay, arigato. The soba noodle. Oh, they are cold. Whoa. Okay, I thought it's a lot, but it's like on a wooden thing, so it's not that much as it looks. And it comes with a soy sauce here. Oh, smells nice, and a little bit of onion. Can we have a small plate? I don't think they have small plates. Okay, arigato. Okay, back to the chicken trying. So I'm gonna take another piece. Nice, really flavorful. But now, the star of the show, right? The soba noodles. I have no idea how to do that. Am I supposed to take noodles and then mix them with my soy sauce? They are really long here. Whoop. I dip it. We have a little bit, I think it's onion, right? Yes. One little onion for decoration. And let's share the sauce. Ooh. There we go. My fresh buckwheat soba noodles. I keep wanting to call them soda noodles, but it's soba with B. I did a full dip there. I hope I'm doing it correct. Yeah, very long noodles. You definitely feel the buckwheat flavor in there, and with the sauce, it really fits. You have the nuttiness, you have the groundness of the buckwheat, and it's cold, which is quite surprising for me, but equally so delicious. I can definitely see how that's a local favorite thing to have, and it's really healthy because it was handmade today and it's buckwheat. It was so nice to try. It wasn't too big though, I have to say. Maybe we didn't take the right dish, but I think everyone else has more of a soup or mushroom base, and it adds a little bit of protein in there as well. But that means we're gonna have another snack later on. Win-win. Okay, whoop, and out. That's how it looks like from the outside, by the way. Hidden away, and then you enter and so many people inside. Akihabara was so much fun, but now I'm excited to head to the next area already, and I'm heading to the train. I just wanted to say that a coffee would be so nice, and then baba boom, a vending machine appears right in front of me. They are in fact everywhere, so you can be sure to find all the drinks you want, and you can even get hot coffee from the vending machines here in Japan. And you can see that by the redness, or like the red logo here. These ones are blue, so they are cold. And I know that because I had it already yesterday, and the cold coffee, the hot coffee is so hot to hold, so I'm gonna be burning myself once I take it out. Doesn't work? Okay, well, the next one is not too far away. Found another coffee machine, so let's get coffee here. Am I select black coffee? Black. This, right? Money first? Okay. 180 yen for an Arabic. Look how fast that was. And I got change. I'm still struggling with the currency here. Coffee. Woo. Hot. It's so hot, this place. How did they make it so hot? What is happening inside this vending machine? And look at that. Coffee straight in the middle of the street. Like, the convenience in Japan just keeps on surprising me, and this is the prime example of that, because I definitely need my caffeine. Oof. It's so hot. I think I'm gonna burn myself now. Ooh, it is less hot inside, so why is it so hot outside? What is this bottle? I mean, you know, it tastes okay. Like, I wouldn't exaggerate here, but it's coffee, it's caffeine, it's gonna keep me awake, and cheers, let's go, let's run to the train. Trying to find the Yamanote line. Oh, there it is. Yamanote line. All clear, and now let's step in. With my express strap in. Bam, so convenient. And now, Yamanote line, left. Woo. Oh, that looks nice. Where is that? Look, they make some onsen thing here. I think we are getting close to rush hour now. There's a lot of action happening around me. But let's not forget that majority of people here in Tokyo actually use public transport. So one thing that I've noticed quite evidently was that although we have so many millions of people here in Tokyo, the roads are never ever packed. You don't have traffic jams. It just flows. In fact, it looks kind of empty. Like, it seems to me like majority of people don't have a car. Majority of people take a train, and that's quite common in big cities. And especially if you have a train that is so amazing as here, why wouldn't you? Why would you go by car? On the opposite side. One thing that I've noticed here is that it's incredibly quiet on the trains. Literally, I'm the only person talking right now. With that voice, I'm the loudest one in the train. Everyone sits on their phone, does something by themselves. It's definitely quite different. But different doesn't mean bad. Different means just different, not something I'm used to, because when I go to trains in Europe, it's quite loud sometimes, even annoying to some point when people start talking on speaker on the phone and stuff like that. So I really do enjoy the quietness here on the trains in Tokyo. Arrived to the right station, but from now on we're gonna continue on a bike actually, and that's pretty cool because I have signed up today for a company. It's called Loop or LUP, L-U-U-P, and they have bikes all across Tokyo. So you can take it in one place and you can leave it in another one, and it's e-bikes. So that is my first time on an e-bike in Tokyo. Here they are, found the parking spot. So within the app, you actually have navigation on where to find the bikes. And what I'm gonna do now is I'm gonna open my Loop app. There it is. And you can see that everywhere around me, these blue spots are bike stations. And I have to scan QR code. The bike has a QR code. Look at that e-bike. Hello, you. Let me put it a bit higher first. Like a 4.5 maybe. That looks like a good height for me. And scan. The vehicle is currently being used by another customer. I guess somebody forgot to lock. Should I lock it for them? But how? But what are they? But it is locked. I think that. Yeah, I'll take another one. I hope they are not paying now all this time, thinking they have returned it. There we go. Okay. And it's gonna cost me 50 yen per minute, and I have a QR code actually. So my first ride is gonna be free, or 30 minutes is gonna be free, something like that. Anyway, next. Pre-ride checks, start riding, and it is unlocking. There it is, it's shining. Did you hear that? Now that is amazing. E-bike, first time in Tokyo. Never thought I'm gonna say that. How do I remove the, oh, okay. Ooh, it's heavy. Ooh, oh no, don't make an accident. Okay, this one is set up on a 5. I think that's also, oh wow, it's so heavy. Oh my God, it's like a few 100,000 kilograms. Oh, it's like really, really heavy. Okay, wait a second. Camera rotation there. And let's make a first little circle. Ooh. Oh my God, I press the pedal and it just rolls. Wow. Oh, okay, I think I need to practice a bit. Wow. Oh my God, I barely press and it just like gives me like a full-on gas, like zoop. That is so cool. Oh my God, this is so cool. Whoop. Whoop. Okay, I'm gonna have a lot of fun riding. Let's go. Ooh, let's go. Is your mind? Made it, arrived right at the footstep of the next thing that I'm about to see here, or you won't believe me what I'm looking at here on the right. So let me return the bike, loop app, and ride. Oh, no. Select parking.
Yeah, select where you are basically.
Okay. Yeah. Selecting, return here. Right, now you can see that there are 4 parking spaces here. Rides end at this parking. It's very, very descriptive, this app. And I need to I need to lock the bike. Whoop. And now I need to take a photo. I locked, but it didn't make a sound. Oh, now photo that it's in the parking. It's a bit dark. Okay. Thank you. That has cost me 320 yen for this ride. So now I can show you the view and where I have arrived to. Ta-da! It's the Tokyo Tower. Oh my God, this is one of the sights of Tokyo. When you think about Tokyo, you think of the orange, red, yellow Tokyo Tower. And I'm right here. And I'm gonna be heading up onto the Tokyo Tower now as well, if they have tickets, fingers crossed. From here it already looks so nice. Let's go. Oh, wow, it's so beautiful. So excited. How do I cross? Oh. A little Toyota is coming. Toyota, please pass. Let's go, let's go, let's go. Made it. I'm so excited, I'm so excited, so excited.
To go to the top, you have to join a tour. And the next one is at 6:15.
Oh no, okay, just here I guess.
Okay, that will be 3,000 yen.
Wow, the Tokyo Tower was apparently opened in 19 58. That's quite some time ago. And I think if you think about it in that time, it probably was gigantic for people. Even nowadays, it's really, really big. But you know, back then it must have been whew. And the reason why I've come to the Tokyo Tower is because there are so many different observation platforms around Tokyo, and one of them is the Tokyo Tower. And I think one, it is a historical building, quite like a memorable one if you think about Tokyo. And number two, I need to see Tokyo from the top. So here it is, Tokyo from the top, soon, once I get onto this elevator after this queue. It's a little bit tight here.
皆様お車のご注意ください。これで高さ150メートルのメインデッキまで約45秒でご案内します。
Okay, whoa, arigato, arigato. Ah, how pretty! Wow, Tokyo from the top. I love it. Honestly, I really, really like this height. We are 150 meters up, and it's perfect because you're not too high, you know, that you see everything like a miniature thing. It's everything around you, basically. You're like right in it, and you get like a feeling of the depth and the length and the like everything around you while still being really high up, if that makes sense what I just said, but it's really good, the height. Found a little bit of a oh, okay, that's a bit nerve-wracking to stand on here. I thought I was just gonna walk over it, but that's a lot. See the tower, the whole structure? Ah! Interesting fact about the Tokyo Tower, it has actually been built to resemble the Eiffel Tower in Paris, and it is actually a little bit bigger or taller than the Eiffel Tower as well. And the colors on the Tokyo Tower have been done to comply with air safety regulations so that it can be seen from an airplane, you know. And this right here that I'm standing on is called a look-down window, I think, but you can see the beauty of the tower while seeing everything around you, which I think is quite smart because otherwise you don't see how the tower looks like. And really great tip, come to the second floor down or to the floor lower. You're just a little bit lower than the one up, but you have way more space here, way less people, and coffee shop as well. And the glass platform is equally here on this floor. In fact, there is not one glass platform, but several one of them. So equally there, lots of space for pictures. Time to head down. Arigato. There's also Takeshita Street. I think that was on my itinerary as well. That is, I hope, a little bit more alive than Harajuku Street. Okay. This street has definitely more life happening on it. Lots of these fun, quirky stores around. But still, I think a little bit too late in the day to come here. Come here earlier, it will be good. This is an otter.
Yeah.
By the way, they have so many animal cafes here in Tokyo, right? So one of them is actually an otter cafe, and I think that's why they have this as a Plüschtier. How do you say that in English? As a soft animal, soft toy. Hello, it's Rita from the future here. Guess what? I came back to the street during the day, and it is definitely more alive and packed with people. It almost feels like a mini Shibuya right now. All the stores are open, all the restaurants, coffee houses. It's super duper fun. And if you can, come a little bit earlier during the day to experience that, because I think that's better. Konnichiwa. Which one do you have? A rabbit, hedgehog. How much?
How much?
Yeah.
Oh yes, a menu.
Menu.
Time unlimited time at around 3.
Okay. And you have these animals? All of them?
Hamster.
Yeah. Rabbit.
Chinchilla.
Chinchilla.
Guinea pigs. Hedgehog.
Okay.
Only.
Arigato.
Thank you.
Equally, the Harajuku road is open and it feels very modern, very stylish, very hipstery here. In fact, there are so many very unique designer stores that I can see that people flew into Japan just to visit the stores. And the vibe here on Harajuku Street is way more like hipstery, specific fashion-like, whereas on the other street it is more like cute items to buy, lots of dog and animal cafes, lots of crab places, crab the pancake, you know what I mean. Really different and really close to each other, so you get two vibes in one. Speaking about animal cafes, this is the place you equally want to come to if you want to experience these unique, super unique animal style cafes in Tokyo. It's all in the same area, or like a majority of them. And I'm talking about owl cafes, hamster, rabbit cafes, really specific types of dogs, pig cafes, all that stuff. But if you want to go to them, you need to book a slot in advance, and I would recommend you to go on the website of that specific animal cafe and book, because if you just appear, chances are high you're gonna have long waiting times or the next slot is far away. Speaking from experience here, really recent experience. So do that if you want to visit them, and definitely it's kind of a really unique Tokyo experience to do. But let's move on with the evening for now, because we haven't visited Shibuya yet, right? I have definitely arrived to Shibuya. It is packed. Wow. Oh, so many people. What is happening? Is that the way home? Oh my God, how will we get back? It's so packed. It is today Friday evening, so it's packed. Oh my God. So it's Thursday evening. My God. Look how many people! Yeah, that's definitely the busiest crossing here in the world. Oh wow, look there, look at the street, there are like thousands of people. One thing I need to note is that tonight is Halloween as well. So it is extra packed, and I think the place to come to is Shibuya on this day. Although there are posters that say no parties allowed or celebrations allowed in Shibuya, yet everyone is here. People have such creative outfits. I feel again very underdressed for this area or the occasion today. Really happy that I get to experience Halloween in Tokyo, but I'm not sure I'm going to make it to the Shibuya crossing, because many roads are crossed off at the moment. You can only walk in specific directions. Yeah, so you can only walk in specific directions because they navigate the traffic of people. There are a lot of people here. Better safe. Still hoping I can get to Shibuya crossing. I need to see it today. Look at the amount of fire trucks. So I'm now in a queue to enter Shibuya crossing, the world's busiest crossing in the world. And today it's extra busy. I can see on the phones of people what I'm about to see soon myself, and it's a lot. Gosh, it's a lot. Shibuya crossing! Oh no, the diagonal! Oh my God, this is so fun! Whoa! So many people! That's crazy! I don't know where to go! Oh my God, that was actually so fun! I wish I could cross more, but I think it's too much of a process right now because so many roads are closed. Don't come on Halloween if you want to experience Shibuya crossing for the first time, because Because I think that would have been very different. Oh my God, is that the way to cross back? No freaking way. That's a literal queue of a few thousand people to cross back. I guess we're sleeping in Shibuya tonight. I don't know what else to say. Like, that's what's happened. What's gonna happen? Oh my God, this is the way back. I'm literally shocked. I'm absolutely shocked. Well, welcome to Shibuya. Look at that. We have arrived to what is probably Tokyo's most fun district, if I can say so myself. And it is definitely alive, even now at this time of 9:30ish p.m. It is bustling with people. Things are still open. There's so much light around me. In fact, it is known as the Times Square of Tokyo because of all the lights around and all the life around. My God, where to go? This feels so different from the rest of Tokyo that I have already seen. A lot of speakers. One thing that the police officers do really, really well here, though, is navigating the traffic. What? I can't hear myself anymore. I mean, any kind of accident is definitely avoided with this navigation of traffic and really, really thorough police controls of people. And there's a lot of police presence as well at the moment. We definitely feel safe, that's for sure. And even during that absolute madness here, there's still recycling happening, totally in Japanese fashion. I love that. Woo, it's getting really packed. The energy here is absolutely unmatched. In fact, 3,000 people can cross at peak times Shibuya crossing. Today, a little bit more than that. But I'm hoping to go into a bar now and look on all of that while having a drink. So, finish. Next, let's find a different bar. I think if you put Shibuya into perspective of how quiet the rest of Tokyo is, oh wow. Hello!
Hello! Happy Halloween!
Happy Halloween! Really good!
Thank you.
I think if you put into perspective how quiet the rest of Tokyo is at any given point, and then you come to Shibuya, and it feels like a different city almost, whereas you just have taken a train, right? But the amount of people, the noise in here, the fun in here is so different. I think that's what makes Shibuya so special, and that's why I think it makes sense to end with Shibuya and start with the temple like I've done today, because you see the difference within one day. Woohoo! Another crossing! Oh my God. So I just thought, what else would I need for my full happiness tonight? And the only thing missing is a ramen. And I think I'm not gonna find my luck here tonight. But what I wanted to show you, what I just saw, if you go onto Google Maps, you know, you have your restaurants tab, your coffee tab as usual. But here in Japan, or at least in Tokyo, they have a ramen tab. Do you see that? Like, how cool is that? You click on the ramen, and it shows you all the ramen places around you. And by the way, the Japanese people are very much reserved with their high rankings. So if you see anything above 4, that is pretty good. But anything like 3 rated is not necessarily bad. It just means, you know, the rating has been a little bit stricter. I mean, there are some ramen places around actually. Ooh, there's one here, but you know, how can I get there with all that? Maybe I'll try. There's one. Ah, it's closed. Okay, 4.2. Wait. So let me filter for open. Wait a second. Ramen, open now. And our options has decreased to 0. Oh no, there's one. There's one nearby. 3.3. Ichiran, where? That is open. Yay, and and it has no queue until outside, so I'm very, very happy. It is ramen time! Have to circle our preferences. So I usually take seasoning medium, then richness rich, garlic absolutely glove, if not 10, green onion, then sliced pork with, and spicy medium, and noodle medium, and what else? Nothing. That's it. Okay. Arigato. We are eating in the capsules. Capsules is like individual little booths, and you sit here just facing your ramen, nothing else. Love it. Arigato. My booth comes with its own water tap. Like, how nice is that? Oh, I just can't open it. Oh, there we go. Pressing down, not up. I have my egg and my ramen has arrived. Ooh, that looks so nice. Ramen taste test. Whoop, whoop. Let's go for it. Oh, that's the aroma. Delicious. So good, as always, and so hot. Delicious. What I love about Ichiran is this: the quality is consistently good. You never have any surprise, you know exactly what you get. You can choose in the menu what you want. The menu is also in English. You have this privacy booth just for yourself, and the taste is simply amazing. Like there's an experience behind it. It's not just eating, it's full-on experience. And they have these things here on the wall, and it says, at Ichiran you can make your request without speaking. And things that are said here, I don't know the ordering process. I'm leaving my seat for a moment. It's noisy. That's my favorite. And I'd like a kid's bowl and utensils. I'm so full after this bowl now. It definitely was really warming to eat all that hot noodle bowl. Digestion time. One other thing that I really wanted to see here in Shibuya is the statue of Hachiko, the really loyal dog that has come to the station for 9 years to wait for its owner after the owner died at work, and there's a statue for him here at Shibuya, but I don't think it's gonna happen today. However, you can visit it while you're here, and if you know the story, you definitely want to go there and cry a little bit. There's even a movie about it, or just read it up because it's really, really a heartwarming story. This dog was absolutely incredible. Next task is trying to get back onto the train. The amount of people doesn't stop here, in case you're wondering. Oh gosh. I got a seat. Now the last thing that is left to do is to get back to our Airbnb for the night. Our Airbnb has been, by the way, absolutely fantastic. It is super cozy. It has one bed and then one sofa bed, so technically 3 people could stay in there. A tiny little working station, but it's enough to get a little bit of work done. A laundry machine, a fridge, a little bit of a kitchen, literally all the things. It felt like a little cozy flat and in a really local neighborhood in Asakusa, which I found equally perfectly located. Also, we had an onsen right next door, 1 minute walk away, which was so nice to get that local onsen touch in the evening, which I would love to go to now as well if it wasn't closed already. But I will link it down below for you to check out if you come to Tokyo. And with that, my day of exploring the top sites of Tokyo comes to an end. I have enjoyed it so much. And if you have enjoyed joining along, please be sure to hit that like button to support me and so that other people can find it as well. And make sure to subscribe so you don't miss out on my other videos videos about Japan and the world because this journey is just starting. And I will see you in the next one. Bye!